It's
But
scary what people can do with cars in an accident.
absolutely.
At one point, I had to run, and I mean literally sprint across the parking lot and slap somebody in the someone's hand with it because they were trying to open the coolant cap on their overheated engine.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, no, don't. It's just some 16-year-old kid. He had no idea what he was doing. I'd been there before, and someone slapped me in the head, so, just had to pass it along.
good, pay it forward.
Absolutely, everyone got home alive. And
Here's
it's,
a car.
yeah, that's just scary stuff. I was freaking out.
Oh goodness. Well,
Please
on
do
that
not
note,
be dangerous.
Speaking of
Thanks for our
freaking
date with
out,
Destiny.
speaking of freaking out, it's our fake trauma.
uh, so,
That may actually be real trauma. I don't know.
uh,
We were
last week
laughing
with the
so
Whims
hard.
of Fate, at least this player has 6 pages worth of notes. Because it's just that much happened
Real
last
trauma
week.
for you. Very
Yeah.
something.
Um, after dinner, Erden went and talked with Adea about using the wild magic crystals against the White Lady. Positing that if the White Lady's magic can't be reduced, maybe it can be changed. Later that night, everyone dreamed a dream.
It was not a happy dream.
When life was
Tong woke up in the middle of the battlefield and shot some scorching acid rays at people. Shot or catapulted an arrow that was shot at her back to its sender. Saved Brina from maybe getting attacked by 3 soldiers. And then was confronted by the White Lady, who said some things that may have made Tong choose violence instead of fear. Armor was in the middle of a scouting or guard duty when he heard the alarm sent out, but it turned out to be a false alarm. And his men were looking at him strangely, but it wasn't enough to put Amror on edge at the moment, as they were doing very good at being quiet. Eventually, Amror noticed a light on the horizon that shouldn't be there, and tried to inform Gorlois about it. But Gorlois was too deep of a sleeper. So he went to see if he could get
I
Erden.
rolled like 6 sevens in a row. I was like, good lord.
So he went to go get Erden to see if he could get Gorlois up, and had just as much success. Well, had only slightly more success. He actually managed to get Erden up, but Erden promptly told him off and went back to bed. Then Amror's wife appeared, basically called him paranoid, and went to go take her watch. Brina woke up in a glen where she scared off the animals, except the squirrel.
Remember not to eat the squirrel.
Discovered that she may have broken a rib, and found the battlefield where a lot of people were dead, including Erden, who, upon tripping over his body, she began to weep. Kobold was in the battle of his life, back to heal with Tooth.
Ideal.
Cobalt was surprised that Tooth is running out of spells and tried to give him poison to make death quicker, but was asked what was wrong with him.
Basically hands to the cyanide capsule.
A lot.
It'll be fine.
Eventually, there was a person they called Cobalt Dylan, and the two fought. Cobalt landing a very impressive blow on the shoulder before this person basically killed Tooth. And Cobalt flurry blowed him to death. Then Erden also woke up in the middle of a battle. Saw Tong die, though he tried to save her. Tried saying that the white lady was flirting with him, but got shown that was wrong. And almost died when she threw a flaming rock at him.
It was a scripted event. He did die.
Like, oh.
Eventually.
He might have been stubborn about it, took his time, but it would have been very painful.
He didn't die in the dream.
If anything, the flaming rock you got hit with probably cauterized the wound. You probably died of infection.
Yeah,
Sooner
I was,
than later.
that I was thinking of. It's like if that rock is burning a hole through him, I wouldn't have been like the amount of blood that he had on him that I ended up in when I tripped over him probably wouldn't have been as much as I thought because it would have cauterized the wound as it went through.
But keep in mind,
Actually, I'm also
it's
immune
probably
to
been a
disease.
few days for you. Scavengers could have gotten to him at that point, in which case there could have been a little one.
I mean, the squirrel did say that there was some like noise last night, like from people screaming
Mhm.
to Brina.
Yeah.
Idea woke up in her anti-magic ring, but found that she couldn't move as she was paralyzed, and she sat like that for 2 or 3 days before Igraine finally showed up. And I was like,
She was remarkably chill about it too. She's just like, well, this is my life now.
Yeah.
Denial. Absolutely. Yeah, it's either shock or denial.
But like that's what we kind of figured out later. It's like, yeah,
It probably hasn't fully realized that it's never getting better yet.
Like, there's a grain. She can finally help me. Oh,
I'm just sitting here
no.
realizing that Idea's become a quadriplegic, and oh my gosh, she's going to hate life.
yeah. Igraine said that she probably couldn't help Idea, and that Rada, Tong, Tooth, and Erden were dead, but that Brina and Cobalt were missing.
I use my face for the somatic.
Which surprise or not surprise that Idea wept at this. And actually, I realized when I was watching this session back over, Dominic and I bookended the dream sequence.
Yeah.
In mirrored order too.
I decided, you know what? I like this.
And last but not least, Rada woke up to Erden telling Amor off, and first was like, "Yeah, I get where Erden's coming from. Wait, no, that's not right." Went out to follow Amor to see what was going on. Overheard him talking with his wife, and was again like, "Yeah, the wife's making sense. No, wait, no, it's not."
Not to mention she might not have realized. Well, no, she. Never mind. Continue. Right caught up to my mouth.
And she finally got to speaking with Amor about what was going on. Amor realized that something was going on with the Nat 20. Rada heard Lou saying, fight it, she's trying to trick you. And when she did, she also got a Nat 20 on her wisdom save.
That's not 20.
Party parents got her nat 20s. We like it.
At which
When
point
they get
a
back
woman...
together, man.
At which
Chef's
point,
kiss.
a woman with a raspy voice said, "Well, I see you guys aren't motivated by fear. Perhaps you'll be motivated by pleasure." And the scene shifted for everyone to what their dreams were, or what their biggest desires were. However, more or less everyone, barring Ide and Tong, rejected this reality. Ide more so because she didn't realize what was going on. Um, and they were told that if you don't fight, you can have this, and you can have some dead people back. And I think it was Cobalt, Erden, and Rada realized that yeah, she can back her words up with this because she is the Morgan.
Amber called her out that it wouldn't happen that way anyways.
Amber called her out on a bluff. Cobalt
Flipped her off and held up a rosary.
Cobalt intimidated her with a middle finger and a rosary.
From the tree.
And she said, "Begone, Christ person."
Go back to Jerusalem.
Be gone, thought.
Cobalt
Makes sense for his character because he had a day.
And once everyone that was going to immediately rejected the offer, we all woke up in a cold sweat.
All right.
And this week
And
with the Whims of Fate.
you've all just woken up in a cold sweat from horrific nightmare dreams?
Ah.
I think those of us that slept in beds are in sweat-filled beds.
incoherent screaming.
I suspect that Adea's not terribly phased.
Yeah, I suspect that with Rada as well, because she didn't really see anything that scared her.
No, she didn't get the opportunity to see her worst fears because she got on real quick. She's like, something feels wrong. You're rolling really high, so it was just kind of like, wait a minute. Cobalt, since you said you were screaming, a servant's gonna come in and they're just gonna be like, sir, are you okay? You're.
No, very much not.
Can I get you tea? Something? Biscuits? What do you need?
You know what? Yes, actually, biscuit sounds really good right now.
Mulled wine.
Mulled wine.
Also, yes,
Okay.
some booze would be very lovely. Strong, if you have it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll just like turn around and leave, a little confused.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure Brina probably breaks up with a scream of some sort. She might not continue screaming, but she screams when she wakes up too. I can't imagine her not.
Amber's probably mostly okay too. He probably does have reason to be concerned for the morning to be like, hey, I don't think there's going to be just one god.
We got a problem, guys.
Yeah. And Cobalt will spend the time waiting for the comfort food to show up, just checking his knuckles to see if he accidentally punched anything for real in his sleep, like the wall.
Ooh. Give me a. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
We'll see if your like unconscious mind was able to like keep your body from doing something stupid.
That is a 15.
You know what? That matched it, so go ahead and roll me an attack.
Okay.
however you think you would do this, whether it would be just one punch or a fury of blows.
Yeah, let's see. That would probably be the Fury of Blows. That's a 17, a 1. Okay, so he rolls a 17, a natural 1, a 5, and a 12.
You not only wake up, because I'm gonna tell you now, because whatever damage you do, it's going to break the bed because you're in a wooden bed and you're a monk. There's not a lot
Yeah.
of like armor to a wooden bed. Your bed is broken. You are on the floor. Like your mattress is just on the floor. And with that nat 1, you like miss the bed at some point and punch the wall, and you think you actually might have broken a few knuckles.
Oh.
That tracks.
And now you kind of understand why that manservant was looking at you kind of weird, because your bed is just splinters.
Huh. Okay, that is my blood. Good.
I'm so
Waking
glad
up
the
covered
servant
in
did
your
not
own blood is
hear it.
concerning, but you understand it. Wake up covered in someone else's blood after a dream like that, that's a whole new level of problem.
You know, that's going in. That has to go in the quotes.
Okay, so it is my
I'm just glad the serpent's not here to hear you say that, because that would be a whole different level of concern for him.
I have scared the cat with this comment, apparently.
Aww.
Another servant comes in. This one's a little bit older, and he just takes one look and he goes, "What in the bloody hell are you doing in here?"
I'd like to know that myself.
Get in the chair. Gotta
He will
bandage
sit
your
down.
hand. Look at that mess you made. Now they're gonna have to clean this up, you know. I should make you do it.
Cobalt
He
will.
starts-
How
You realize
bright
that he's
is
a
it in the
physician.
room?
That this isn't just a
Oh, wow.
servant, this is a physician. And he starts meticulously picking the wood splinters out of your hand that you didn't realize were there. But as he's picking them out, it hurts.
Yes, that does hurt a lot.
Let's see how he does. Oh, he nat 20'd. He's gonna bandage up your hand all nice. Good job, dude.
I rolled a 10 for a Constitution saving throw, so he's not nearly as stoic about it as he wants to be.
Oh gosh, and you guys are all probably within the same wing. Erden, go ahead and make a perception check, and I'm gonna do one for Tooth. Oh, Tooth is very distracted. That was a nat 1. That was the same dice. I rolled a nat 20, then a nat 1.
So, yeah, Ern is very distracted by his own waking up because he also got a natural 1.
You guys don't hear him over here just... he's definitely yelping. He's like, I can't. This hurts. He puts the alcohol on and you're just like, son of a...
Oh yes, he says some very unchristian things.
I'm supposed to be drinking
The other servant has slipped in at some point. You didn't see him come or go, but there is now food and a bottle of booze that the doctor is not using. But clearly you're shouting. He was just like, nope. I'm not part of it. This is not my job.
Wake up half the house. Only half because it's so big.
Brina, I will say, since you did let out a scream, a maidservant will come in and just be like, Miss, is everything okay?
Like she'll be just kind of like going like this on her hands, because for her they probably just still feel sticky with blood, even though they're clean. Like she can see that they're clean,
Yeah.
but the feeling is still there. And she's like,
I can also see, like, maybe she's checking herself, like, am I covered in...
yeah,
No?
like
You're breathing fine, there's no pain from a broken rib.
Yeah, it's like, can I get some water to wash my hands, please?
Yes, of course. I'll be right back. And she'll leave for a moment. It'll be a few minutes before she comes back, but she does eventually come back with a jug of water.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do?
If you could find my friends, that would be nice. They're probably in their rooms, but I'd like to see them.
Well, okay. Would you like me to wake them if they are asleep?
I have a feeling they're gonna be awake.
Okay. And she will leave a little confused. She'll pop next door. Rada, if you do not want to sleep in the stables, you can sleep inside. They will have a room set up just in the way that you, because they have large rooms in a castle, right? So there will be
Okay.
like,
Okay.
and this isn't one of those castles that has like the upper floors, like everything's on one floor. The servants are a floor down, but there's no reason for Rada to go down there as a guest.
I mean, if they offered her a room, she wouldn't refuse.
Okay. So she'll go next door, knock. Idea, that's probably you. And she'll
And they
poke her,
open.
she'll poke her head and go, I'm sorry, did I wake you?
It just by pure happenstance, I did happen to be awake just recently.
Okay, your friend next door is having a bit of a panic attack and said she needed to see her friends.
Okay, well, I guess I'm already awake.
Idea is a nonchalant queen.
She's like, well, everything works. I can feel it all. It's great. Okay, let's go.
Right? And we had a great
Still
crafting
not
session too.
processing
That was
it.
cool.
She'll just kind of nod and then make her way to the next room where she'll knock. That one's probably Tong.
Thong would not have been able to sleep in the castle just
Yeah.
for like personal reasons. She would have slept in the stables.
Oh, okay. Well, the servant probably is not aware of that. And it's just like, oh.
Probably a lot of people are not aware of that.
She pokes in and is like, okay, no one's in here. And we'll move on to the next one, which should be Rada. And we'll knock.
Come in, and Rada's already like putting her clothes on.
Hi, sorry. Oh, I guess I didn't wake you. You're also awake. Huh, she was right. Your friend a few doors down is having a bit of a panic attack and wanted to see her friends.
All right. And that she'll like finish like making sure her sir coat is on before going over to Rina's room.
I imagine you'll get there just a little bit after Idea.
Like when you guys come in, Brina's just like kind of frantically scrubbing her hands, even though they look perfectly clean.
Are your hands okay?
Like I see that they're clean, but they don't feel clean.
Well, it could shed some light on the situation, and the day will tap something and cast light.
Brina's just gonna look at her, like, starting to tear up because Idea's just being Idea. And it's a confusing and beautiful sight all at the same time.
Yeah. And of
You
course,
just, like,
because you're on a ley line, it just
rubbing.
lights up the entire room.
And I'm still like scrubbing my hands. It's like, how do they not feel clean?
Everything all right, Rina?
look because I could just see because the last time Rada saw Erden, really, it was just like him being an asshole to Amroy. Like,
It's like, I would imagine in his room. I can go get him if you want, or I can stay here.
I need to be Erden alive.
I make you some water for your hands, but I can't do that anymore.
Rada will turn to go get Ern, but will stop and be like, did the two of you happen to have a weird dream last night?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that iron ring thing will work, but I'm not sure if we're gonna like it.
Yeah.
she's so oblivious. I love it.
I see the world one way, and mostly just that way.
Okay. Did at any point in time in your dreams did you see a woman that looked like an older version of the White Lady? Then this is probably exactly what I thought.
That was definitely a very weird voice. Almost forgot about it. It wasn't very interesting.
Ada, you haven't changed a bit.
Like, Rita's still like kind of like Rabina has stopped some of its franticness because she can see with all the nice bright light. It's like, okay, that's kind of helpful, but I can still kind of feel it, and like seeing Erden alive will probably help. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Brina's like, you can tell she's kind of starting to, tears are starting to well up, but they haven't quite started yet.
I imagine they will when she sees Erden.
In Greek, Rada is going to say, well, actually, no, it doesn't even matter because the stones.
Yep.
So, Ada, make sure Brina doesn't rub her hands raw washing them. And do your best to comfort her while I'm gone.
Ah, yes, Idea, renowned comforter.
Don't worry.
You are okay.
I know
There,
it's true.
there.
I'm just picturing very much like a Sheldon kind of comforting. But yeah, Rada will go to Erden's room. I mean, if she doesn't know where it is, she'll ask some servants where his room is. But she is making a beeline for him because Brina asked for him.
You will be able to. There's like 2 wings, like 3 or 4 wings or whatever, but there were 2 wings specifically designated for male and female guests. So you know approximately which wing they're in. When you get into that wing, it is very obvious which room is Cobalt's because you can hear him screaming as the physician is like pulling wood out of his wound and pouring alcohol on it to make sure it doesn't get infected.
You get to hear all the colorful Celtic language. Yay.
You do not know exactly which one is Erden's room, though. You do see a servant quickly hurry out of Cobalt's room, just like, okay. Oh, milady, are you lost?
No, I am looking for Erden Archerson.
Oh, he's in that room, and he'll point to the one on the far side of Cobalt's.
Thank you. And Rada will knock hard.
Erden doesn't answer.
Oh boy, I hope he's not actually dead.
Arden, are you in there?
No, you could try rubbing something else. There's some really nice smooth
There's
stuff.
no
I might have
response.
some in my bag.
The door isn't locked, is it?
Do
No.
they lock?
Nope.
Right. She is going to open it.
So, the room will, you won't immediately see Erden. It'll kind of be like that, you know how like when a bed is shoved into a corner, but like it slides out over time, and like plushies and stuff can fall into the space between like the bed and the wall. Yeah, Erden has literally curled himself into a blanket and fallen into that crack. Like moved the bed and everything. And he does not respond when you open that door.
Raul will go over to where he is. And he's like, "Think you had a dream too?"
Yeah, he's kind of busy crying at the moment.
Hey,
What?
Mortale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Rana, the last time you saw him in this much of a mess was when Taliesin died. So you're like, I can only imagine what you saw. Yay.
You're not going to fight me if I put you on my back, are you?
It's kind of, he's still crying, so you can kind of hear like this mumbled like,
Oh my
which
gosh.
is
Probably also not
something in the
mood.
negative.
Alright. She is going to scoop him up, put him on her back.
Right. Are you gonna fight her?
Yes, he is. He is gonna like try
Okay,
and
so I'm
latch
gonna
onto like the
need
side of the
opposing
bed.
athletics.
Oh damn! The dice want to see this. 25.
Arden! Brina is asking for you. She is very distraught.
Imagine as you grabbed him, he like grabbed like the bottom rung of the bed or whatever. It's just like kind of like when a cat like grabs hold of the furniture with his claws, and you're like, "Come here, you stupid animal!"
She's
Yeah.
specifically asking for you.
And being as stubborn as a goat.
He deserves to be as stubborn as a goat.
I can see you're upset. But
He kind
perhaps
of mumbly
we can.
responds with, "I don't care."
Ooh. Brina felt that in her soul.
I can't even hear it in character, but I feel it in my soul.
You wanted him traumatized. This is what you get.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, but I also understand that it's not personal, basically.
I mean,
Aaron's been
What?
utterly traumatized. Yeah, that.
I was gonna say, at least as of right now, I know that I have at least 3 of you traumatized. Probably 4.
You're speaking of that probable fourth. Presumably Everald has been following Rada.
Yes.
So that
Everald, however, probably would have stayed with Brina because she was like, "Oh yeah, other friend's not good at this. I gotta stay with her."
It's gonna be like the breakfast adventurer all over. Adea's trying her best. Emerald's probably doing better.
Everald's lucky. Everald didn't have a dream, so she doesn't really know what's going on. In her innocent animal brain, she's just like, friend is upset. Don't worry, friend. I am here.
I have to admit, Brina would probably love her all the more for that. It wouldn't fix everything, obviously, but it would be comforting.
She'll probably also be like, I know other friend seems a little careless, but I think other friend really cares. She's just not good at showing it.
If Emerald tells Brina that, it might actually get her to, like, just... I, as a person, as a player, want to laugh at that. I don't think Brina's quite there yet, though. But it's something that, in her mind, like, she can imagine laughing at if she was in a better place.
In a better place.
Back to Rana and Erden fighting each other.
Okay. Hey, Megan.
Before Idea gets any
Fire
more
up.
bright magic ideas.
What?
But
Okay. Thank you. What?
Before Idea gets any more bright magic ideas.
So what's Rada gonna do?
Problem is that all the children are spread out.
They are.
And she also wants to speak with Gorlois.
Actually, she might have the opportunity to. No, she won that. The dice is not happy now. So I rolled a 3. I was like,
I suspect Amor's anxieties are mostly alleviated as well because he probably has Kellen and Berthale there, so he's like, "Yep, things are normal. We're good."
yeah, because of this like time period, he probably wakes up in a bed with both of them.
Yep.
Probably with his son's foot in his ribs because that's what children do.
He's probably like, I'm probably waking up to that discomfort is one of the best feelings in the world because it's like, okay, my life is normal. My child is just my child.
Like the slight movement of him being awake is enough to arouse Kelena, and she just kind of sleepily is like, "It's the middle of the night. Why are you awake? He's asleep. You don't have to be awake." And she kind of reaches out and touches you, and she's like, "Emma, why are you sweating? It's not hot. Are you okay? Are you feeling alright?" And she's like immediately on alert. Like she sits up and she's like checking your forehead. Like, oh my gosh, is he dying? What's happening? Like total mom.
Makes him feel better. Like, it was definitely a
strange she was behaving in the dream. Yeah.
Little did she know that this is a rare changeling disease.
Rare changeling disease. So she's like checking him over and just like, what did I miss?
Strange dream, maybe with significance, but certainly not with truth.
Oh. Don't start turning into the Merlin. I don't like that.
Rada will then say to Erden, take what time you need.
Over with Gorlois in the morning.
Yeah.
Take what time you need. Find us when you're ready. Don't destroy anything. Please, we're guests.
Just hear mom.
Too late.
Hear something mumbled.
And she's going to check up on Tooth. He doesn't know Cobalt yet.
No, Tooth is gonna be on the other side of Cobalt's room. Cobalt's kind of in the middle for some reason. Just how it panned out.
Just knock on his room.
You'll hear a thump inside, and then the door finally opens, and he's panting a little bit. He's had to jump up to grab the handle, and he's looking a little disheveled. It's like, yes.
How much whiskey have
Bad
you
dream
had
as
in the
well?
last 15 minutes?
I'd say bad. Hey, do I have a hole in my back?
No?
Okay. Phantom pains, I guess. That wasn't you murdering the new guy next door, was it?
No. I suppose I'll have to check on him next.
Oh, okay.
But, look. Ern and Brina are having a rough go at it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And, remember how Erden was when, Taliesin died the first time? It's very similar.
Oh, so he's completely fallen apart.
I wouldn't say that he's reached the destructive phase of that just yet, but if you would at least make sure that he doesn't destroy anything, and then bring him to Brina's room, she asked for him.
I'm surprised you trust me with this. And then he'll just give you a salute and march over to his room.
I don't have anyone else I can trust. I don't know the new guy yet. Also, he's yelling some strange things in that other room.
Oh yeah, he's cursing at his god.
Yeah, as soon as the physician leaves, he gets very quiet.
Physician does leave about this time, and he's just grumbling to himself, ridiculous. Hello, can I help you? Just sees Rada standing out there. You're not injured too, are you? Punching
No.
your bed in the middle of the night?
No?
Oh, good.
I tell you that that is what he did in there.
Well, apparently he was overcome by night terrors. Kimry, the wild bunch. Why they're allowed here, I have no idea.
Right. Rada will then knock on his door.
Oh.
Cobalt does not bother answering it, but the door swings open. He
I was
has
gonna say, the door is not closed. The physician didn't bother to close it. He was just so irritated with the whole situation.
We have this coming to an open door, but still knocking for politeness.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
Rada's polite.
Yeah, at this point, Cobalt is laying on what's left of the bed, having just kind of shoved it kind of propped into the corner like a beanbag, and is just neck against the wall, full slump, just eating breakfast with 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, Cobalt, you might not have just realized that somebody else has even come in at this point.
It is entirely possible that he is unaware of all of that.
Begging your pardon, and this is in Latin because he does not have the stone. You are, well, at least according to my companions, you are the new person in the group, so just, checking in on everyone. The physician said
Yeah.
that you had a night terror.
Yeah.
At some point, I want everyone to meet up so we can talk about what happened. I was rather
we have to?
impressed. I was rather impressed with what you did.
I
at
was
the end.
expecting another. Yeah.
I was too.
What did I do?
You gave the middle
Great.
finger to a god.
At this point, his eyes do go bug wild and goes, "That was real."
It's as real as dreams can be.
Cobalt, can you give me a wisdom save?
Sorry, but because of
Ah.
this, you're going to lose 12.
19.
Nice. Okay. Okay, you manage to keep your head and you don't gain a level of insanity.
He does get this level of drunkenness, so he's just gonna take a big hit after realizing that.
Like, wait.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, at some point I do want to gather everyone up so we can talk about what we all saw. And just to make sure that everyone saw the same thing towards the end, or heard the same things towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining at the end of that conversation, we're pretty sure we all had the same dream, but we're still not sure about Adea.
Or at least pieces of the same dream. I'm not sure what that was about.
Alright,
Um,
Rada is next going to make sure that Tong hasn't burned down the stables.
okay. Sounds good.
Wait, that's a thing.
Burning it down, maybe not, but she's definitely not waking up happy. She's waking up angry.
Yep.
And probably Gausha is confiscate her spellbook so she doesn't accidentally cast spells that require material components.
Garshir, give me that back.
I have a very funny image in my head of him with the book in his beak for some reason instead of his talons. I don't know why. Probably to keep it further away from her and just like hovering around her and flapping as she's like trying to grab it.
I'm not gonna make you like roleplay a bunch by yourself. So if you want to just give the condensed version of what happens, so that you're not just awkwardly
condensed
talking to
version.
yourself.
Condensed version. Tong, very irate, refuses to elaborate on specifically why. Rada confirms that the dream happened with her as well. Convinces her to, at the very least, wild shape into a fox so that she can be moved to where everyone else is. Eventually. And then we'll go and then we'll go and try to find Gorlois.
Okay. It's gonna take some time to do the convincing, so we're gonna pop back to Tooth and Erden. So Tooth walks in, sees the state that Erden is in, and is just like, oh boy. Okay. He's sitting there going, what am I gonna do? I'm guessing because of the way that she like grabbed you, she kind of unceremoniously dumped you back on the bed, so you're, unless you slid back into your little hidey hole there.
Honestly, I'm kind of thinking like because he held on to the bed, like Rod only got his legs, so like him and the bed itself were like dragged a little bit, so he's still kind of laying there, but it's more exposed.
More exposed. So Tooth doesn't really do a whole lot. He comes over and he just sits next to you. And he reaches into his bag. Um. Okay. And he. That's not what I expected. Pulls out some pita bread and just kind of starts munching on it. He'll break a piece off and kind of offer it to you to see if you'll take some. If you don't, he'll
Ern's head
eat
is
it.
like wrapped up around. It is wrapped up in the blanket as well. So like, he's trying to minimize his exposure to the outside world at the moment.
Emotional comfort burrito. I understand.
Right? So Tooth just kind of, he like tries to waft it as close to your face as he can to get you to smell it, to see if it gets any reaction, but if it doesn't, he's just gonna shove it in his mouth and keep eating. He's just there.
You know what I find
Um,
hilarious? That Tooth using that technique on Brina, it might work because it's bread.
Yes. He will intentionally stick his foot in such a way that you can feel him, that you know he's there. But he's not like poking you or anything. He's just giving the sensation of there is a person here. You aren't alone. It is. Erden has a much better relationship with Tooth, and this might not seem as such an odd gesture from him to you.
And
But yeah.
once he does that, like Ern will actually like audibly like quiet down a little bit. When he just basically like signals to Ern that he's there, and just Ern will still keep crying, but it'll be softer.
Yeah. He'll pull Lunch out, and actually Lunch will climb in the blanket and kind of find your face and like start kind of licking the tears off your face. And make soft squeaking noises that are surprisingly comforting for a mouse.
Yeah, it'll be like another at least 10 minutes before Ern starts recovering enough to be a person again.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it'll probably be another 10 minutes before she can convince Tong to come inside. Ladies, what are you doing?
Well, there was definitely a moment where Adea was trying to convince Brina to maybe rub something other than her hands. It was like, no, there's some nice smooth stones that are nice to rub. I bet I have some in my bag. Yeah. Very comforting. I don't think I have any that are quite the right shape, but I do have some smooth ones.
Everald sees your confused face and just goes, "She try."
You're alive. Adea's alive. Hope's alive. Rada's alive. Just need to make sure Erden's alive. I have to see it with my own eyes.
So is Rada going to go get him? Where are they?
I will say, because I think you have a fairly high passive perception, don't you, Idea?
Yes.
You definitely think the pig just rolled its eyes at you.
I would go get them, but I'm supposed to stay here. Is there anything I can do for you?
The frantic scrubbing of the hands has slowed. She's still kind of just like her hand, like it feels like her hands are just kind of weird for her, and so she's moving them around a lot.
Un momento, I shall return.
Adea's probably pulled out like a smooth quartz crystal for you.
I don't know if Brina would take it. But I think she'd try and give you a smile, like any hint of a smile, just to let you know it's like, I appreciate it. I can't access what you're trying to give me, but I appreciate it.
talking to Jasmine, but I went out to go say hi, and Jasmine's phone disconnected. It was not meant to be. What are you doing? That was a funny face. I turned around and Albus is going. Okay, anyway. So in about 10-ish minutes, people start humaning, or foxing, I guess in this case.
He's human enough to somewhat function. I do not expect Airden to be a fully fledged human at all right now.
If at all possible, Rada would like to send Gausha over to Brina's room, just to be like, I know you're not my familiar, but given that your mistress is currently beside herself, could you do this one thing for me, and at least make sure that they know that where I am?
Yep.
And probably right as Gausha arrives is about when Adea is like, maybe I really should go find them.
And then the owl arrives and is just like,
It's like I could
Rada
make
is helping
Does
Tom.
anything sound nice?
We'll be here
Eventually.
eventually. Like, there's definitely a pause as the owl like looks back over its shoulder, is like, eventually.
Said something about Mr. Archerson being difficult.
Scared? I might be able to fix that. Are you scared?
Yes, Adea. Why aren't you?
It was a strange dream. But there were some good parts too. Did a bunch of crafting with Cadmus. And the ring worked. Not sure if that was good though. Anyway, this might be a thing I can do. And Adea cast heroism on Brina. Which makes you immune to being frightened. You gain some temporary hit points. It only lasts for a minute though.
I mean, you'll be a little more relaxed for a minute. When you start to really quiet down and it feels like you start shifting around a bit, Lunch will get off your face and go back over to Tooth or whatever. Hop back in his bag.
Yeah, eventually everyone will just kind of like do that like awkward like sitting up back against the wall and like pull the blanket down a little bit and look around. It's like, hey, Tooth.
What's up?
Did you also have a old dream thing?
Yeah, I got shot in the back. Dick move, man. Not you. You didn't do it. Somebody else did. Somebody that I
Oh.
think the new guy knows.
That's
It's important.
concerning. Yeah, I got a hole in my chest.
Oh. So you get it. Yeah. And then this crazy woman threatened my girl. You're rude.
Yeah.
I think she can take her, though. Ready
Do
to
you
go
think
see
she
the others?
could come the next day?
Maybe not the next day. She kind of lives up in Damnonia. So yeah, it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
And she can't ride a horse, so it's definitely a walk.
Oh, there goes that.
But
Okay.
it could be shortened through the other world, maybe.
Yeah, and she'll be 3 weeks later.
Probably not. Her species are actually pretty good at manipulating that.
Okay.
Come on.
Like for a second, like Ern's actually like thinking about it, like, wait, element that really narrows it. No, I'm not pulling this thread right now. I
Not
might
putting this word right now.
stuff to deal with right now.
It actually would narrow it down if he was in his right mind, but he's like, I'm not sure he entirely believes that Tooth is telling the truth either. Because Tooth has never brought her up before.
Yeah.
But he just kind of pats you on the knee and he's like, ah, come on. Now you gotta make sure the others are okay.
Yeah, Brina wants me for some reason. It's like Ern kind of like starts doing that getting up and then flops onto the ground.
Sorry, my brain just realized that one of the reasons why Erden also could have said he didn't care is because one of the last times that he talked with Brina, it was about her being angry with Rada. So he probably is thinking that I'm asking for him for therapy when I'm just trying to make sure he's alive. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, there are several reasons. There.
Yeah, you flop over. Tooth stood up and he's looking down at you and he goes, we're not making very much progress here, bud.
Like it's like he'll like mumble into the ground a little bit and like start actually getting up.
Yeah, which was more distracting.
He's like he'll slowly walk into the girl wing and like with the blanket still wrapped around him and dragging behind him.
I knew the blanket was coming.
Perfect.
You get to Brina's door at about the same time that Rada and Tong do. Assume that Rada is carrying Tong.
Ern's eyes
Yes.
are puffy, like you can see snot going into like his mustache and beard. It is
I have a feeling Brina's door is probably open. So upon seeing Erden in the door, she'll actually jump up and just run straight to him.
As Adea's like, maybe we can make the doorknob into something.
She stumbles back a little bit. She's like, oh.
I basically run straight towards Erden and just like wrap my arms around him as much as I can. And like, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive. You're alive, right? You're alive.
I'm alive. I can say that.
If you squeeze him too hard, you might kill him.
Yeah, and Ern didn't hug you back because it's like his arms are wrapped around, so it's like full on just.
You like pin them to his chest. He's just like,
Glad to see you're okay.
Like I'll just start crying. It's like,
you all head inside. Oh, Cobalt, did you follow? Did anyone? I don't think anyone checked to see if you did.
Still doing the 1,000 yards
Tooth will
there.
poke his head in as you guys are passing because he's like, I've already got one zombie. I could probably wrangle two. Even though I'm like a third their size.
Cobalt is following along after being dragged along, and is 1,000 yards staring, finishing off the last biscuit, just kind of standing in the corner.
Some crazy dream, right?
I suppose, though, there is one person missing and 2 people that I would like to at least be aware of what's going on.
Right, where's Hammer?
Probably back asleep at this point. We tell
I'm sure
Gorlos
the
in
extent of the
morning.
conversation was like, I'm okay, I'm not sick. It was just a bad dream. Go back to bed. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Kellen's kind of, and Kellen fussing over it probably was like, yep, things are normal here. And Doug Gorlos in the morning.
So, how early in the morning is this?
Like 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh, dang. Okay, yeah, we're not waking anyone up.
It's very early.
This explains a little bit more why the servants are so.
Like, what's going on? Why am I hearing screaming? Why are you awake?
3 a.m. is a perfectly acceptable time to scream.
Yeah.
Isn't it,
Just
Albus?
ask an infant.
Ask a cat.
As
Yeah.
a grad
I've had
student.
moments where I've woken up to just. I'm like, dude, people are sleeping.
I got that.
I got a recording of him howling in the dark, so I just have like this black video, and you can just hear him howling in there. And I was listening to it the other day, and Albus like perked up, like, "Is that me?" Like, yeah, it is. You were loud and obnoxious. Anyway, so you're all there to just trying to keep people relaxed by being just like.
With it
It
being
is
so,
probably relieved that she's not the only one here anymore.
with it being so early in the morning, Rada is going to close the door so we don't disturb the rest of the castle.
Fair enough.
More than we already have.
Eh,
Back?
So,
I might be able to say hi. You keep talking. It's
Yeah.
great.
so, we all had a dream. Or at least the ending of one.
Saying it wasn't a full dream?
I'm saying that we shared the same ending.
Were you guys crafting a bunch of stuff too?
I never saw Cadmus.
Were you crafting a bunch of stuff too?
Yes, so that she was crafting stuff with Cadmus. That was probably her happy part.
So,
My
I don't want anyone to be terribly uncomfortable with saying what they saw. But I would like to know what it is you all dreamt about. And since I'm the one that brought things up, I suppose I will start. I saw, well, in this dream, I woke up to Erden rudely speaking with Amror about something. And at first I was, understandable towards Erden's situation, but then I realized that something was off. The way that Erden was speaking to him was not the way that Erden would normally speak with him. I went to follow Emerald, and saw a light on the horizon. Apparently, we had gone out to confront the army on our own terms. But the light was initially not suspicious to me before I realized that it really should be suspicious. Then I eventually found Emerald talking with a lovely looking woman, but I presume to be his wife. I haven't met her yet.
Kellerman. Name's Kellerman.
They were speaking like with the familiarity that one does with their spouse, but she was also calling him paranoid and other things that a spouse would not call their partner.
Having met Kellerman, no.
Then she eventually left to go take her watch, and I spoke with Emerald about what was going on. He realized that there was something wrong with me, and I heard Lou saying that someone was trying to trick me into fight her. And I was able to. I was able to resist, and then the Morrigan appeared, saying that if fear does not convince us, then perhaps our desires will. I saw my what?
A very weird part of the dream.
If I saw my sister, I saw my brother, I saw my old girlfriend celebrating my birthday before the Morgan said that I could have all of that and get them back. Before I saw the rest of you there, and Emerald. Now tell me if this sounds familiar to the rest of you. Emerald called her out on a bluff. Our human friend over there gave the Morgan the middle finger, while also holding a rosary. Brina said that there was no honor in the victory shown. I rejected her reality, and and Erden also rejecting her offer.
It was very weird background Forge talk. And the day kind of shrugs.
But this is familiar, no?
Yeah.
At least the ending bit.
Yeah, the end is familiar. There was definitely a fight though when I woke up. It was like I had like blacked out in the middle of a fight and just came to while I was like swinging a sword at someone. Mind you, I was only hitting their shins. But hey. And I was casting spells. Spells I didn't know I could cast. But I was doing a pretty good job if I do say so myself. You know, until Human Guy's friend stabbed me in the back.
I spent a lot of time laying in the grass. Inside the metal ring. I couldn't cast any spells. Couldn't go anywhere.
Why couldn't you go anywhere?
Couldn't move.
Couldn't move.
Yeah. It would be really unfortunate if that actually happened.
No, you wouldn't be able to make anything.
Yeah. I kind of assumed that there was probably a way to fix it. The Gray wasn't able to fix it at the end, but we were also on a battlefield, like, I don't know, maybe maybe closer to the ley line, or maybe if somebody like Will, or well, Will's not, maybe doesn't do that stuff, or Merlin, or I don't know.
It spinal
I'm not sure what I
injuries
would have done.
are terrible. They are not easily mended.
Like in my head, now that we're like all right, this is me as a player kind of painting the scene of what I'm seeing, if that's okay. Because we're all gathered in Brina's room. I finally stopped frantically trying to scrub my hands. They're probably a little bit red, but not raw. But I'm sitting on my kind of like curled up on my bed. I have a feeling like Idea's sitting next to me.
Awkwardly.
And so, but every time you're talking about like the dream, I'm just kind of looking at you strangely because like,
Sure, you have the same.
yeah, are you sure you have the same dream? I feel like Emerald's probably like on the floor, like right in front of me, so that she's close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't really know where everybody else is because I know Kobold's in a corner somewhere, but yeah, I don't know if.
Yeah, Aaron's sitting in
Seems like-
either a chair or on the bed.
Choose
To be
would have
fair,
climbed
I'm
up
not
on the
sure
bed,
Kobold
but
knows where he is either.
Kobold's not really sure where he is either. That makes sense.
I imagine that Kobold, like, because you said Kobolds went off to like the side,
He's in a corner.
so
Also,
he's
very
probably
good.
off like by the window or something, if there is a window.
Yep.
Well, Toots, you woke up in battle?
Yeah.
I woke up alone. I didn't see anybody. Birds ran away. And the squirrel only stayed because I told him I wouldn't eat him. Not to mention, broken ribs. Pretty painful. If that's what they feel like.
A sharp pain in your side? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They suck.
It was really hard to move, but
Speaking from experience.
it's frustrating.
I have like 12 brothers, man. Seen some things.
No, like, I mean, I feel bad because I can't remember the squirrel's name. What's the squirrel's name? I got the squirrel.
Of course, Brina feels bad that she can't remember.
It's a me.
Oh no, that's the curse of the dream. He can't remember it.
Grayson. His name is Grayson. Well, because my thing is like I'm sitting here like it's a name that I'm familiar with because there's a kid in our ward named Grayson. Yeah, Grayson. That's the squirrel. He said that there had been like a big battle or something like that, and so I went off to try and find all of you, and all I found was bodies. Lois's men, Amor's men, our enemies, and I tripped and fell over Erden and was dead, and a huge hole in his stomach, and like I just kind of like stop talking and just start sobbing because I can't actually talk anymore.
Tooth kind of perks up for a minute and goes, hey, she saw the big hole in your stomach too. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Is it a dag? Competing for unintentionally bad comments to make.
Like, but Brina like has her hands up. It's like, and my hands were covered in his blood. And to anybody who saw her frantically cleaning her hands earlier, it now makes sense.
Mhm.
yeah. I woke up in the middle of the battle, but I was in a tent instead of fighting, and I watched as I couldn't help Tong be completely incinerated. I'm pretty sure I heard Gorlois experience the same fate and had a damn flaming rock shoved right through my body.
Uh, Bullet Tongue, either of you wish to share?
So,
Or is
all
that
of you
engineering
saw
code?
that.
Huh?
So, all of you saw that happen. Like, you were all there.
Yeah.
You saw parts of what was going on. I don't. I know at the very least we all saw the same ending, or at least a similar ending.
Cobalt stares at Tooth very nervously at this moment.
He's just looking at you, kind of. Yeah.
He's like, are you gonna? He's like, are you gonna tell him, or do you want me to?
Because I will say I rolled for it. He totally recalls what the guy called you. Like, this guy knows you. I know I've got dirt. I got blackmail.
There was a battle. We fell. That's all there was to it.
Are you kidding me? There's a guy's holding out on us. He beat the living out of some guy. Just pounded him.
Was it the same person that hit you in the back?
Oh yeah, pretty sure. I got stabbed in the back, and then I like fell because it hurt like and everything was going blurry. But I saw him beat the guy to death. Like, it was nothing but fists.
Real kind of
Yeah,
look over
that
at Cobalt,
did
and she's
happen.
I think there are several pointed stares now.
Sorry, what did Cobalt say?
Yeah, that did happen.
Like, Brina will look over at you and like she has tears running down her face still, but she'll give like the barest hint of a little smile, like, yes.
Well, the guy seemed to know you. He said your name.
No, he
Now,
didn't.
admittedly, calling me a liar? I'm
No,
a
I'm
lot
I
of
ain't calling you a truther.
Well, I'm a lot of things. I'm a liar? I might stretch the truth a little bit sometimes. I'm just gonna say, guy said his name, guy threatened me, shot me, and then he pummeled the guy. I'm saying he pummeled the guy because he shot me. And we barely know each other, so I'm guessing at that point, you and I have made some sort of connection, and we're gonna be buds.
Whether Cobalt likes it or not.
There was a brief flash of abject horror on his face that he quickly tries to hide.
Then all eyes turn to Tong. Tong has been curled up on Rada's back this entire time. When Erden mentioned, seeing Tong burn alive, her ears did kind of prick up at that. She's been facing away from everyone this entire time, and it's probably a minute before she realizes that they're waiting on her. Woke up in a battle. Killed a bunch of people. saved Brina from a bunch of people bearing down on her. And heard people shout run. Saw both armies flee from a very pale lady with red eyes and black hair. She
Brina just
said,
kind of like
"There's
shrinks
the
on herself.
said there's the vixen who killed part of my army. I'll take care of you here and now." It mutters something in Chinese.
I would retroactively cast comprehend languages on myself because I probably would have done so to be able to understand what Cobalt was saying.
So
If not, I understand.
I think it's reasonable to say that. So
So
I was gonna say I'm asking Jen because this is purely DM idea or DM approval thing
What?
because I would think that I probably would have done that.
Done what?
Understand Cobalt. Cast comprehend languages
Uh-huh.
on myself,
Yeah.
which lasts an hour. So
well, it's a good thing that Brina is the only one that's doing this, because she's the only one that would understand what this means.
Mhm.
And then I'll go after your pretty little wife.
like Brina had shrunk in on herself after the description of the white lady, but her eyes go wide at that. Doesn't say anything, but her eyes do get big.
So let me get this straight. She showed us, like, what, the worst possible scenario for the upcoming fight to try and scare us out of it?
I think so.
Then what
Sounds
about all
like
the
it.
good stuff afterwards?
I think that's may have
Or
been
am I
my
the only
fault.
one who had that?
Oh, Rana did. I know.
Well, that's true. You did say that.
And that would make sense why Dana keeps talking about making stuff with Katniss.
Tong then mutters something in Chinese, to which Brina would understand as, well, at that point, I saw my wife scolding me, but saying that she's happy that I'm back and healed. Then I saw them. They should stay dead. And Tong's fur noticeably stands up on end as she's muttering that last bit.
Yeah, mentioning like the second part of the dream with the ideal stuff, Ern has been looking around and following the conversation, but now he's looking practically directly at the ground.
All that scary stuff is scarier in hindsight now that we talked about it. I don't know.
Scarier in
Yeah.
hindsight.
I mean, if anyone wants to say what pleasant things they saw, please go ahead, but I will not force you to, if it is too hard.
Somehow, in the midst of all of this traumatic emotion, Brina still manages to blush. Because Brina.
Medea's eyes might glance around the room looking for the tiara.
If you notice me blushing, well, you are sitting right next to me.
If no one else wants to say anything,
I mean, I saw Tiberius. We were running our business together.
That was not a good thing.
Oh, we were making bank, man. I gave up my shop in Airy because it was doing way not great.
You have a shop in Airy?
Yeah, I sell shoes.
Is that what you like
Shoemaker.
in people's shoes?
Yeah, it's like my trademark, man. That wasn't everything. I mean, that's not the best thing that could possibly happen to me is having a great business. I mean, my girl was there too. Not like... What? Why are you all looking at me like that?
You just never talked about her. What? May I ask her name?
Vari. I will spell it for you because you
Thank
will not
you.
because it is Scottish Gaelic.
Yay!
So it's not...
Yep.
That is not how I would have pronounced that.
That's Gaelic for you, man.
Yep.
Wild stuff.
They will spell it how they spell it. They'll pronounce it how they pronounce it. No one ever bothered to check with one group or the other about it.
Nope.
How it sounds. Kind of like Valkyrie if you somehow managed to miss the K entirely. How it looks. Closer to Maui?
Honestly, I look at that in like a form of Mary. Honestly, but
Yeah, I can see that. I have a picture of her here somewhere.
ooh,
No. About...
the tiara's in green.
No.
I didn't keep it. I just
Ah, he has a painting, so he pulls out this painting from his bag, like, same size as him. And what you see on there, for those of you who are familiar with Celtic lore, it is a Bakken. For those of you who are not familiar with Celtic lore, it is a literal half rock giant. He is in the painting with her. It's hard to tell because he comes up to like her ankle. But basically, she's very tall, like 8.5 feet tall or so. And she's got gray skin, curly gray hair, and crystal blue eyes. She's wearing typical clothes that you would find on a Celtic person.
does anything she's wearing look like she's from Damnonia? Like, that Brina would notice because of.
Maybe not from what she's wearing, but the ice blue eyes is pretty common up there. She doesn't have any sleeves. She's got some really buff arms, and so, like, if you've ever seen Merlin with Sir Percival, who always has chainmail that never covers his arms because you gotta show off them guns. That's basically what she's got going on there.
Sorry, I lost all of that up until Percival show off guns.
That's all you
Sorry
need.
So the only image that's coming to my mind is the from Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, Helga's ex-husband and his new girl.
Yes. Yep. That's exactly it.
Tonga has turned herself to see this picture.
Tooth is just like, isn't she gorgeous?
She's lovely. Where is she? Where is she? Brina turns a shade more pink.
I mean, I couldn't bring her home. I'd get disowned.
Why?
She's Scotty. You don't bring a Scotty home to a Gaelic mother. Cobalt and Erden are probably the only ones who understand that reference.
Yep, probably.
And Erden's too distracted to probably care. I don't know about Cobalt.
Ern is half listening. He's actually a little busy, crying while looking down at the moment.
Coppold is full stop doing, I understood that reference, after being completely lost for the last 5 minutes of the conversation.
Wait. I get what's happening now.
Yeah, honestly, one of my favorite songs, similar kind of subject, a song called Orange and the Green. Father's Catholic, mother's Protestant.
Yes.
Both sides of the family show up and they start fighting.
Yep.
And being strictly neutral, I punched everyone in sight.
Just the dry food, and we'll have to clean one of the metal bowls. Okay.
The version of Romeo and Juliet I'd like to see.
They just haven't been done. They can go in the dishwasher in case that's why they haven't been put in.
And Irish Scottish Romeo and Juliet would end very differently and a lot more violent.
Both bowls, one will have water and one will
But she looks like she stands as tall as an Amazonian.
fine.
Maybe even the tallest of them. I just have this funny thought. If we ever do end up on the Isle of the Amazons, the moment that everyone realizes that a day is the equivalent of that 4 foot maybe 6 inch person that that everybody is taller than, but isn't quite short enough that you go that they're really, really short.
But then you see him next to other people and it's like, oh, you're short.
When you realize that most of the Amazons stand at least a foot taller than Medea does.
At 6 foot.
2, yeah.
6'2".
Don't spoil him! Corner. He likes that corner. Sorry. Anyway.
Tong looks at the picture, then looks at Tooth, and will say psychically to him, being rather forthcoming with this. I would like to share something with you in the morning.
Okay. He's not saying it like in a like you can tell he's being sincere. Like I would say, like Tong and Erden probably understand that Tooth is not quite as crazy as he comes off. Like he does actually have like a serious bone in his body. He just chooses to ignore it.
It might be a very small bone, but it's there.
You know, with him being forthcoming, Tong's will be forthcoming with him. But only him.
I don't know.
No one else has earned that right yet.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen her in quite a while, so yeah.
Was several inches taller than like a really tall Amazon.
I actually haven't seen her since before we had that last weird dream.
How sad. You haven't seen her in years then.
Nope. Part of why I kept the beard. I knew she'd like it.
You mean the one that, where we all thought we were somewhere else and lost our memories?
Yeah, when I thought I was a lizard person?
Cobalt, you had asked if we had all seen the same thing. Yes. This has also happened to us at least, well, most of us. Not Dan. And not this Tom. At least once before.
Not the previous song either.
Oh, yeah, correct.
I mean, there was that other dream where I killed all of you by accident.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there were these
somehow-
blood bugs. They were awful. Come on.
Are you talking about the dream where we saw Eros?
Yeah. Is that his name?
The guy with the bow?
No recollection of this.
You weren't there.
Somehow having a dream of killing everyone here is the least weird thing so far.
Well, you didn't kill me. I think I was a bit too far gone for that.
Okay, if I wasn't there, then he didn't kill me? I hope.
If I recall correctly, Odin was there, Henry was there, Tiberius, and George.
Should we expect this to become a recurring thing?
You've been with us long enough to know you should know that, and the answer to that.
Crazy dreams and sinking boats seem to be the theme, okay?
Speaking of sinking boats, did anything break?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I had this moment. I was like, we all had the same dream, and now I just had this random moment where I was like, I wonder if we need to bring more wood. It probably doesn't mean anything.
If you need wood, this guy obliterated his bed, so there's lots of wood shards in his room.
See? There's something that needs fixing, apparently.
Well, I can say that there's at least one good thing that came of this dream. This shared dream.
We're all gonna die together?
That we are a credible threat. That one of the triple goddess made this threat. They tried to intimidate us. They tried to bribe us. And from the sounds of it, barring Idea, sounds like we all refused.
You know, maybe I
What
wouldn't
about
have ended
now?
up paralyzed in that ring if I had that sword.
Right about
And
now,
no,
you'll
I'm
hear
still
a knock.
using
No,
that bed.
You'll hear a knock at the door.
Rada will open it.
It's Gorlois. And he's just like, "Oh,
Good morning.
you're all awake in the morning." Yeah. Yeah, sure. Good morning. Huh. Yeah. I see you are all awake.
Well, we had a bit of a
Please tell
interesting.
me you did not have some co-opt dream.
And if we
I unfortunately cannot answer that in a honestly with something you will like.
Is there another alternative of what we can do?
Damn it. Okay. What?
Is there another alternative of what we can tell you, my lord? Because that's exactly what happened.
I was just hoping you guys were having a sleepover.
No.
They're telling me to expect it to become normal.
The dream thing, not the let's have a conference in Rena's room. I just needed to make sure. I just needed to see Airden and make sure everybody was okay.
I don't think he's okay.
He's alive, which is better than what I saw in my dreams. So I don't like where he's at, but he's alive.
Completely catatonic at this point, but yeah, he's alive.
I don't like that he's catatonic.
Well, you know, when Emrys is right, Emrys is right. It pisses me off.
My lord, why did you ask if we had a collective dream? Were you there too and we just didn't see you?
You mean, did I have a dream that we got attacked in the middle of the night during, an army march? And the White Lady was there burning shit down? Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the best part is, White Lady didn't even take me out. No, no. It was somebody magically changed to look like Uther. And I knew it wasn't Uther because Uther would never stab me in the back. But somebody wants the world to think that my best friend killed me. And I have a pretty damn good idea why, and I don't appreciate it.
Hazarding a guess here. At the end of this dream, did you see a lady that looked like an older version of the White Lady who showed you your grandest dreams?
No, I died and I woke up.
Amra and I will have something to talk with you about in the morning.
Okay.
Amra was there as well.
Of course he was.
And I think we may want to have Will aware of this if he isn't already.
What the? Sorry, my water bottle just started squeaking. Spontaneously.
Has lunch inhabited your
That's a new one.
water bottle?
I'm scared.
Have you used it too much that's now possessed?
Maybe?
Lunch has also gained new sorcerer powers.
Does Gorlewis notice the picture that Tooth is holding, or is Tooth the painting back in his bag? Ken, you okay?
Yes, sorry.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure you're good.
Yeah. Sorry, Etsy was like, give me a review on this item. I never received this item, guys. That's why I haven't said anything yet. You guys told me you were no longer carrying it. Anyway. Yeah. I was a little irritated by that.
I was gonna say, has Girl Lewis? Okay, does Tooth still have the portrait of his girlfriend out, or has he put it back in his bag?
No, he put it away. Look, it's too early in the morning to really be worrying a whole bunch about this, but we do need to discuss it in the morning. I suggest you all go back to sleep.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Do you want me to fix the bed for you, Cobalt?
No, it's fine.
Why do you need it? What happened to your bed?
He destroyed his bed.
Not really. It's just cracked. Into pieces.
Do you know how expensive beds are, man? I know that I've got money, but you can't. No, I'm tired.
Go,
I need to go to bed.
go back to sleep.
He stares at him at the question. Genuinely, he has no idea.
Rada turns back to the group. Brina, do you want us to sleep here with you?
I don't think that would be very comfortable for everybody. There's not enough cushions for beds.
Girl, we spent most of our time sleeping in tents. I think we'll be okay.
We've all spent our time sleeping in a 10-foot radius dome together.
True. Yeah.
Tong, however, slips off Tong's back and goes back to the stables.
Tong ain't having it.
Like, I'll watch her go. It's like, will she be okay on her own?
She'll be fine.
Well, if they're wanting to sleep over in this room, Cobalt will literally just lay down in the corner, stuff all of his weapons into a pile as a sort of pseudo pillow, and then just fall asleep.
Rana takes her shirt off, uses that as a blanket.
It'd be comfortable for him to sleep on. Okay. Just.
Men.
You want me to leave the light on? Although I think probably bad to turn it off.
Thanks, you did. Go ahead and turn the light off.
Tooth is gonna go over to Erden and stay with him.
Rana will try to sleep as close to Brina as she can, but knows she's probably way too big for the bed.
Hidayah's probably just awkwardly sitting in the dark, like, Brina wants me here. My room's also next door. I guess I can just sit here and be awake. But she's not saying a word. She's just awkwardly sitting there, like.
Which, honestly enough, is comforting to Brina because then she knows, like, I know you're alive.
So, for those of you who do manage to get to sleep, you were up for a while. You are going to take a level of exhaustion. If you did not go back to sleep, you'll be taking 2 levels of exhaustion.
I suspect that what will happen for Hidayah is that after people start waking up and Brina knows that people are okay, Hidayah will probably just crash in the bed and sleep through most of the day. But she's way too awake right now as she's sitting here like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know.
Level of exhaustion.
When Tooth wakes up, first off, he'll check to see how Erden's doing.
Ern kind of just found a sawdust on the floor and seemed to have just not moved at all.
Hasn't
Like,
gone to
he-
sleep, just sitting there in existence.
Yeah, kind of just staring at the wall. You probably
just-
heard him
you
like
did-
quietly sobbing throughout the rest of the night, or when y'all were going to sleep. The few of you who did, yeah.
I think if I did sleep, it's not going to be restful sleep. It's just going to be like,
Well, that's why everyone's taking a level of exhaustion, because
Yeah.
after everything, it's going to be hard to go back to sleep and not worry about having more dreams like that. Tooth will look at you and just be like, did you get any sleep?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna head outside. You want to come with? Okay.
As they walk by, Dea might quietly be like, "You think I can go back to my room now?"
Tooth is just gonna give you thumbs up.
Dea will quietly disappear and and fall asleep in her own bed.
Okay. Tooth will lead the way outside. I'm just gonna go see if Tong's awake. She wanted to tell me something. So, maybe I'll come find you after I'm done talking to her.
You'll just hoarsely say yes. And just at half speed, just start walking somewhere.
Somewhere. Tooth is gonna follow you with his eyes for a little bit to see generally what direction you're going, in the hopes that he can find you again. And then
He,
he's
has,
gonna
he
head
hasn't left the building.
Well, there you go. Castle's only so big. Yeah, he's gonna head to the stables and see if Tong's up.
So for since the interrupted rest, Tong will have gotten as much sleep as she can. It's not like that she hasn't woken up before in the middle of the night, so she is used to it. That she will be awake by the time that he gets there.
Okay. Tooth will be quiet about entering, just in case she is still asleep and all that. Lunch will climb out of his bag and start running around because, oh, it's stable. There's goodies in here.
Taking notes of the mouse, Tong will psychically tell Gausha, "That's not food."
Please don't eat that mouse.
Just that one.
He's a lawyer. He'll sue you.
That's not food. Don't eat it. Don't even act like you're going to play with your food.
Yeah. So Tooth will come and sit down next to her. Any sleep?
I am used to having my sleep interrupted.
Same.
I mean, I am also used to night terrors.
Not
Never.
same.
But,
I did have a brother who used to sleepwalk, and I had to go and wake him up so he wouldn't, like, walk outside in his dungaroos.
I knew someone like that. But, you mentioned that you have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
And you showed us a picture of her.
Yep.
Tong will reach into her bag and will pull out a picture of herself and her wife. The day that they confirmed that they were in fact married. and we'll hand it over to him.
He'll look at it and he'll be like, huh, she's cute.
It's my wife. And that lady that I saw in that dream said that she would go after me and then her.
Yeah, I didn't see the lady, but she, I did hear a voice in my head saying that she'd go after Vari. Frankly, I thought she was safe up north. Nobody cares about up north. Especially past Hadrian's Wall. Nobody goes up there. The pics are crazy.
Well, Tala gets a very pained look on her face as she begins to say, if what that person said was true, she would not be the first that's taken from me. Quite frankly, it was bad enough the first time.
Does this have to do with Rada? Because I know that you guys got separated.
With tears beginning to form in her eyes, she shakes her head, and then she reaches to her hands and takes off both of the silver rings. I was a part of an adventuring group before. And one of my companions and I, well, we had something. The, the day he died, the hour he died, I found these in his pocket. If he lived long enough, perhaps we've been wed.
And what would, to a lot of other people, be an uncharacteristic move for Tooth, he'll actually just reach out his hand and take one of hers.
I don't want my wife to. I don't want to repeat what happened then. Especially to someone who has had no part in this war besides telling me not to come here.
You get that?
Who was she? That pale lady.
She's the White Lady. She's a goddess of chaos. And unfortunately, some of us have come face to face with her before. And the last time that happened, we had to get bailed out by another god.
Why was she surrounded by fire?
Because fire is chaos. That's her element. That's kind of how Celtic gods work. They have an element or a specific type of magic that they're that they can perform. So for her, anything fire related, any fire spell you can think of, that's what she does. She's also really good at mind games. Because chaos. And I hate to admit it, but a lot of leprechauns worship her. I personally don't. I know I like to create a little bit of chaos,
Don't we all?
but it used to be that I used to travel with some of my brothers, and we would take it too far. The reason I don't anymore is because one of them died, and another one got seriously injured. That's part of why I will not support a goddess who's okay with collateral damage like that. I'll admit, every now and then, a spell gets away. But I never intend for that to happen. And the other thing you should know about the White Lady is Erden kind of has a vendetta against her. She sort of killed his mentor.
I don't know if I can fight Tooth. I can't risk. I cannot risk her. And I'm scared, terrified of fire. I don't know if I can fight.
I don't think anybody's going to judge you if you can't.
I wasn't even supposed to be fighting in the first place.
Look, not all of us were planning to go to the actual fight. Honestly, I was surprised I was even there. I came along because I'm a big brother. And a family was threatened. I came to protect children. I was not supposed to be on the front line. But that goddess didn't know that. If you don't want to go to the fight, stay back with me. Help me protect the kids.
That I can do.
The others are more than capable of handling things out on the front lines. All we have to do is maybe help prep some magical items for them to take out to give them a little extra oomph. And then we stay behind. We protect the home front.
I'm an academic. I don't know what I could do to help in that.
You're an academic. You've read more than I have. Heaven knows I don't read enough. The spells that I have done, I literally skimmed out of a textbook and said, let's try it. Probably not the best way to go about it.
No, and it's a very good thing that I stepped in when I did.
See?
Would you mind staying with me just a little bit till I calm down?
Sure. I can tell you about this merchant that my brother and I ripped off and then I ran into at a wedding with the other you.
And I think you can go off with Tooth doing that. I have nothing else that I would like to do.
No, you're good. We are getting close to 11. Is there anything anybody else wants to do tonight?
Not specifically.
Amorous put things off until the bigger meeting in the morning.
Yeah, I figured once sunlight comes through and he's had breakfast, he's like, yeah, I need to go talk to Gorlois.
Yep.
Brina was finally able to rest to sleep or get back to sleep.
Meeting happens. Somebody, where's Adea? Adea, still asleep.
You know who that somebody's gonna be? Me.
Brina drags Adea out of bed. No.
I don't know if I drag you out of bed, but I'd more like make sure that I know where you are, because I have a feeling like when Brina wakes up and recognizes that Tooth, Airden, and Idea are all gone, I think she might panic a little bit at first, but then like remind herself like, nope, I know they're alive. They've probably gone off to do something different. Maybe check on
I was
Tom.
gonna say, I will say, I had planned to do this and then forgot. Tooth left a note, just
Okay.
like on the bed. It's just like, Idea went to go sleep on her own bed. Erden and I went for a walk.
Okay. I think with that, like waking up and being in the little
I will
mechanics
also-
and finding the note, it's like, okay. You can
I will
calm
also
down.
say he didn't sign it Tooth. He did sign it with his real name, Danior, so that you understand. He understands. This is not like a joke or whatever. Like he's seriously telling you what's going on.
It's like, okay.
There
Okay.
might be a mouse paw print on there too.
Endorsed by lunch. This is official document. Lawyer has signed.
Yeah.
I'll probably fold that and tuck it into my bag because notes. But I think as I have my bag open, I'll just kind of like finger the tiara a little bit, just looking at it. It's like not pull it out, but just kind of like looking at it in my bag for a little bit, and just thinking of everything that's happened and trying not to think of all the potentials of what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which I will say, just for we're going to start off next week. Ern will make his way into the garden and find himself a comfortable bench to sit at.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Cool. Good job today, guys. I know it was kind of roleplay heavy. Not a lot of action, but
It was to be
Actually-
Role
expected.
playing in my role playing game.
They
Say
should
it
have put
isn't
a
so.
warning label or something.
yeah.
Yeah, and then this might be more of a long-term thing, but Cobalt would be spending whatever time he has available trying to gather and prepare poisons using his poisoner feat.
Okay. We're not gonna play next week because I gotta pack to move out next Saturday. So the next time we play, I'll be in a new place. It'll be very exciting. And I will have both the cats.
That's I don't get to move until later.
Understandable.
But yeah, I'll have to like pack up the computer and everything. So
Moving again.
yeah, yep. That's a nice place. So better than this hunk of junk.
Yes, no upstairs or downstairs neighbors. Just someone to the side we've never heard before.